Muy buenas tardes, mis estudiantes. Es su profesor, señor Micarville, y quiero introducir algunos temas. I want to talk about some topics del examen de proficiencia básica que eran problemáticos, that we had some trouble with, problematic. Los tópicos para nosotros, the topics for us. One we call tener que plus infinitive. And you might see me abbreviate this as TQI. If you see that on your examen, it means there's a tener que infinitive problem. Otro tópico is ir plus a plus infinitive. And that means to be going to do something. And I saw a lot of people had problems, and I'll rewrite that E-A-E. If you see that on your exam, you know there's a problem with either usually tener que infinitive, to have to do something. Ir plus a plus infinitive, to be going to do something. Very quickly, let's put the conjugated forms of these verbs. Tener, right? Tengo, tienes, tiene, tenemos, nosotros. Sorry about the writing. Forgot the I. Muy bien. Y tienen. Does it make sense? The first, second, and third forms, singular and plural of tener. How do you work tener plus que plus infinitive? You use a form of tener, right? Then the word que, which some people are trying to find a translation for, it doesn't exist. And then the infinitive verb. Sorry, infinitive verb, but the spelling's there. What's an infinitive verb? Hablar, comer. Not a conjugated. Conjugated would be hablo, come, etc. So you don't want that. Those are conjugated verbs. We need an infinitive verb. So again, let's try an example. She has to study. Well, hopefully you know that she is ella, right? And the ella form of tener, if you go back and look, is tiene. Then what comes next? Always the word que, and then the infinitive, estudiar. Sorry about that. There you go, tiene que estudiar. That's a dot, not an accent. Muy bien. How about we have to read? What's in nosotros form of tener? Tenemos que leer. There we have. Form of tener. Always the word que, always the infinitivo. Let's go to ir plus a plus infinitive now. Ir plus a plus infinitive means to be going to do something. What's an example? You know, in English, she is going to eat. So a lot of people en el examen de proficiencia básica con problemas con este tipo de formación. Let's give the conjugated forms of ir. Remember, singular, plural. I explained this in class. Everything can be understood grammaticalmente. What's our yo form? Voy, tú, vas, él, va, nosotros vamos, y ellos, sorry, I'm speaking what I'm trying to write this, ellos van. So let's try un ejemplo. We should know these, have to have these memorized, memorizados, totalmente. Ejemplo. She, didn't we say, is going to eat? Well, what's the ella form of ir? Remember, she is third person singular, so what's the third person singular form of ir is va. And you could put ella in front of it if you want to. You don't have to. Va, a. Always followed by a. Form of ir, followed by the word a, followed by the infinitive comer. Let's try the second one. How about you plural? Means all of you. are going to study. Okay. What's the you plural ustedes form of ir? It's ustedes van. Then carry down the a, always. And then what's the verb to study? Estudiar. So there's a couple examples there that I saw people really struggling with ir plus a plus infinitive and tener plus que plus infinitive. Let's look at otro ejemplo as problems. We had a question that said, everybody had this one. Natalie and Margarita, let's just change it. Lisa and Jane are tall. Barely anybody got this right. These are two females. So we think as a subject pronoun, ellas, right? They're feminine. And in Espanol, you have to show number gender agreement. So you have to do it in a couple spots. First of all, what form of are? A lot of people thought they needed a star for this. You actually need a form of the verb ser. How do we know ser? Because it's more permanent, right? Tall is not bound to change hour to hour. So some people chose estar. It needs to be a forma de ser. What are our forms of ser? Soy, eres, es, somos, y son. Now we can use that. Let's go to Próxima Pantalla, next screen. So Lisa and Jane, we would say ellas are tall, son, and we know this word alto equals tall. But the problem is, sorry, one too many L's. The problem is you've got to make your adjective here agree in number and gender with the noun. So if it's ellas, the only form of alto that's going to be plural and feminine for alto is if you change it to altas. I had many people just either leave it as alto or alta. Very few got it all the way through. So the correct answer here is ellas son altas. They are tall. So that's una descripción de algunas partes. I'm not sure the time frame, but we will stop this here so we can send this over. Again, un poquito de repaso de tener plus que plus infinitivo, ir plus a plus infinitivo, y un ejemplo de number gender agreement.